Let's make it quick.
This is a regular meeting of the Township Committee. Public notice of this meeting has been given as required by the Open Public Meetings Law. A resolution was adopted on January 1st, 2024, designating this date, this hall, and 7:30 p.m. as the time for this regular meeting of the Township Committee of the Township of Union in the County of Union. A notice of each and every meeting of the Township Committee was posted in accordance with the aforesaid Open Public Meetings Law in one public place reserved for the posting of ordinances and official notices of the Township of Union, namely the bulletin board next to the clerk's office. In addition thereto, a copy of said resolution was forwarded to the local source and Star Ledger. A copy of said resolution is on file with the clerk of the Township.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. This evening, the prayer will be given by Committeewoman Terrell and the flag salute by Committeeman Bowser. Would everyone please stand?
As we gather as members of the Township Committee, we pray that we're ever mindful of our opportunities to render our service to the fellow citizens and to our community, keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Let us continue to strive to make a better community. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bowser?
here.
Ms. Terrell?
Here.
Ms. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Florio?
Here.
Mayor Figurito?
Here. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the conference and regular session of May 14th, 2024?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Madam Clerk, can we move on with the ordinances and resolutions, please?
I have for your consideration on second and final reading an ordinance establishing a cap bank for the 2024 calendar year.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
Calendar year 2024 ordinance to establish a cap bank authorizing that any amount not appropriated as part of the final budget shall be retained as an exception to final appropriation in either of the next two succeeding years.
Move to approve.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this ordinance?
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Amending ordinance 3729 to add a handicap space in front of 727 Gates Terrace and delete one in front of 1042 Lorraine Avenue.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending the designation of restricted parking spaces for use by persons with special vehicle identification cards in the Township of Union, Union County, New Jersey. This ordinance creates a handicap space in front of 727 Gates Terrace and removal of a handicap space in front of 1042 Lorraine Avenue.
Anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Amending Chapter 266-55 entitled Schedule 14, Parking Prohibited at All Times. This ordinance affects Robert Street.
Move the ordinance be taken up for second and final reading.
Second.
An ordinance amending Chapter 266-55 entitled Schedule 14, Parking Prohibited at All Times by the Township Committee of the Township of Union, County of Union, State of New Jersey. This ordinance affects Robert Street.
Anyone from the public wishing to speak on this ordinance?
Move the ordinance be adopted.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
For your consideration on draft and first reading, an ordinance authorizing a deed of easement and a right-of-way to New Jersey American Water.
Move draft be taken up on first reading by title at this time.
Second.
An ordinance authorizing the Township of Union's granting of a deed of easement and right-of-way to New Jersey American Water Company, Inc. Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
Move draft be taken up at the next regularly scheduled meeting for second and final reading.
Second.
Mr. Bowser?
Yes.
Ms. Terrell?
Yes.
Ms. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Florio?
Yes.
Mayor Figurito?
Yes.
The following resolutions authorizing the acceptance of a performance bond in the amount of $5,000 and establishing a special trust fund in the amount of $1,125 from Brainiacs Jr., 1178 Morris Avenue.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing the emergency purchase of a new police vehicle from Maple Crest Ford in the amount of $86,591.81.
Move to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing an award of contract to Horizon Painting LLC to repair and paint the municipal courtroom and police department stairway for an amount not to exceed $14,875.
Move to approve contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing a contract with Garden State Fireworks to provide fireworks for the July 4th holiday celebration at their sole quote not to exceed $24,000.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing payment of all approved vouchers for solid waste collection, haulage, and disposal at the interim rate of $75.09 per ton for household waste and $107.12 per ton for bulky waste for the month of April.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the emergency rental of 2 air conditioning units from Rapid Recovery Services LLC for the municipal building for an amount not to exceed $134,099.44.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a contract with Johnston Communications to install camera and fiber network in the township through the Union County Co-op for an amount not to exceed $4,115,577.07.
Move to approve contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing the submission of an application to the NJBPU for the Community Energy Planning Grant Program.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing the renewal of plenary retail consumption license number 2019-33014004, Danny's Continental Lounge for the period of July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service contract with Colliers Engineering and Design for contract administration and inspection services for the 2024 road improvement program for a fee not to exceed $387,200.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Colliers Engineering and Design for contract administration and inspection services for the Elizabethtown Gas 2024 road resurfacing program for a fee not to exceed $225,500.
Move to approve contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a professional service agreement with Colliers Engineering and Design for contract administration and inspection services for the Green Lane Phase 1 road improvement program for a fee not to exceed $131,700.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing a shared service agreement with the Borough of Roselle for deputy tax assessor.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Authorizing a contract with Johnston Communications for the technology infrastructure and associated site work, Phase 2, for the new library through the Union County Co-op for an amount not to exceed $4,164,970.68.
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to PM Construction, Inc. for the 2024 Elizabethtown Gas Funded Road Resurfacing Program for an amount not to exceed $1,879,566.
Move to approve contract.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Lancha Construction Corporation for the 2024 Road Improvement Program, Green Lane Phase 1, for an amount not to exceed $1,097,006.12.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Authorizing an award of contract to Crossroads Paving Corporation for the 2024 Road Improvement Program, Phase 1, for an amount not to exceed $3,103,466.38.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I ask you to approve the finances as listed on the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The following communications from Terry Milanda, tax collector, requesting the Township Committee authorize checks issued to the following representing the redemption of tax sale certificates as listed on the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From Joseph Venezia, Township Engineer, requesting the following payments. Payment number 7 to Grenada Construction Corporation in the amount of $320,161.84 for work completed through May 2nd, 2024 in connection with the 2023 Road Reconstruction Program, Phase 2. Payment number 11 to Your Way Construction in the amount of $85,103.05 for work completed through May 13th, 2024 in connection with the Rapkin Park Turf Field improvements.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
From James Frazier, resident, requesting a block party on Mildred Terrace on Saturday, June 22nd, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., with a rain date of Sunday, June 23rd, 2024.
Motion to approve with the rain date and time changed to 9 p.m.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Abstain.
Aye.
Ratifying a request from Michael Checo to close 402 Chestnut Street to 420 Chestnut Street for a private event on Sunday, June 9th, 2024, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the following department reports, Municipal Court and Police Department.
Move to receive and file reports.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That concludes my part of the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. We go to our committee reports. I will start with Committeewoman Terrell, please.
Thank you. This is for the Department of Public Works, the Road Division. The Road Division continues to work on repairing potholes and patching sections of the road throughout the township. Since our last meeting, the Road Division has performed 143 pothole repairs and 148 streets were swept. The Sewer Division. The Sewer Division continues to maintain catch basins, pump stations, and outfalls daily, performing repairs when necessary. Since our last meeting, the Sewer Division has performed 438 catch basin cleanings, 60 enzyme applications to minimize fats, oils, and grease, and 1 emergency call. Shade Tree Division. The Shade Tree Division continues to maintain trees in parks, township properties, and in township right-of-ways. Since our last meeting, tree crews performed 9 removals, 10 trims, and 1 stump removal. Code Enforcement Division. The Code Enforcement Division continues to inspect matters such as storage and disposal of garbage and rubbish, driveway, and street storage containers and dumpsters. Since our last meeting, Code Enforcement has issued 9 notice of violations for driveway container permits and issued 1 notice of violation for disposal of tree branches. All concerns or inquiries regarding all Division of Public Works can be addressed by calling Public Works at 908-686-1922 or by using the Report a Concern feature on the Township website. Thank you.
Thank you. Committeeman Bowser, please.
Thank you, Mayor. For the Police Department, for the period of May 9th through May 23rd, there were 2,759 direct patrols. There was 1,420 calls for service, 65 arrests. For traffic control, for the period May 10th through May 23rd, 142 stops, 151 tickets, 334 were residents. Take that back, should be 34 residents. For the period of, for traffic control, red light enforcement, for the same period, there were 25 stops, 27 tickets, and 4 residents. For truck enforcement, for the same period, there were 11 stops, 12 tickets, and no deliveries. I have no highlights for this particular time frame, and that concludes my report.
Thank you so much. Committeewoman Garrett Frazier, please.
Thank you. Good evening. The Recreation Department is excited to announce the dedication of the pickleball courts at Weber Park, and they are now open. It is on a first-come, first-served basis. For those of you who are discovering the sport, there will be lessons and clinics scheduled throughout the summer, so come on out to learn the game and hone your skills. Keep an eye out on social media for the upcoming information sessions about the lessons. If your family do not have equipment, you can come to the Recreation Department to borrow loaners, a set of paddle balls and balls before you invest in the equipment, and you haven't taken your lessons, so come on out for free loaners. Also, a reminder, the Recreation Department's next Movie Under the Stars event will be held on Friday, June 7th at Rapkin Field. We will be showing the newly released Wonka movie. Pre-movie entertainment include food vendors, DJ booth, and lawn games that will begin at 7 p.m., and the movie will begin at sundown, approximately 8:30. Bring your lawn chairs, blankets, and the family for some fun, laughs, and candy. If you have any more questions, please call the Recreation Department at 908-868-4200. For the Senior Center, NJ SNAP registration, let your If you need assistance with your groceries, please come see the Recreation Department, schedule an appointment. You can call the Senior Center at 908-851-5290. This program is a great benefit for people who need assistance with your groceries. A memoir writing starts June 11th through July 4th, 10:30 to 12:30. Memory plays a significant role in writing. It is through memory that writers recall past experiences, emotions, and ideas which can incorporate, they can incorporate into their writing. Active Creative Craft Workshop, June 13th and the 20th, July 18th and the 25th, from 11 to 12 p.m., working with a wide range of materials to enable members to experience with the process of art. AARP Smart Driving is June 13th from 9:15 to 3 p.m., $20 for AARP members and $25 for non-members. And then Movie Day, June 26th from 1 to 3:30, an entertaining movie about time of life that isn't often represented on screen, Queen Bees. This has a great cast and a story that'll make you laugh and cry. Popcorn and ice cream will be served. Upcoming trips. Wind Creek Casino at Bethlehem, PA, June 13th, $35 tickets. Departure is on Jeanette Avenue. And then the second trip, Resorts Atlantic City, July 11th from 9:30 to 3:30 p.m. Tickets are $40. Departure on Jeanette Avenue. If you have any additional questions, please call 908-851-5290. And then we have some exciting news. The New Jersey Department of Military and Veterans Affairs will hold a ribbon-cutting ceremony celebrating the opening of a state Veterans Service Office in the Township of Union County. The grand opening is Friday, May 34th at 11 a.m. at the Township Union Center. If you want to attend, you have to RSVP. The email is here. The number is 609-530-6953. This is a great opportunity for our veterans to make appointments and to know all of the services that are rendered to them. This is exciting news. Let me see. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Florio?
Thank you, Mayor. For the past 2 weeks, Union Fire Department has responded to 233 emergency calls and 79 medical calls. That's over 300 calls in 2 weeks. Just a few of some of the significant events in that period. There were car fires on Portland Road, Vauxhall Road, and the Garden State Parkway. For your information, if you don't already know, our fire department and our police department has to respond to any incidents on the Garden State Parkway or Route 78 within the Union borders. So we were out there almost constantly in those 2 roads. There was a large dumpster fire with some extension to the building on Morris Avenue. A motor vehicle accident required extrication on Route 22. Again, for your information, we've constantly updated extrication equipment. As the vehicles change with different types of metals, we had to supply our fire department with the latest fire cutting or extrication equipment. We're always up to date whenever we need for our fire department to make sure you're safe. There were mutual aid responses to both Hillside and Elizabeth in the past 2 weeks. Okay, we have something to do with if a fire starts in your house. If you've been reading the newspaper, there's been an awful lot of fires lately. So here's a couple of pointers for you. Remember to get out and stay out and call 911. If you live in a building with elevators, use the stairs. Leave all your things where they are and save yourself. If closed doors or handles are warm or smoke blocks your primary escape route, use your secondary way out. Never open doors that are warm to the touch. If you must escape through smoke, get low and go under smoke to your exit. Close the doors behind you. Sometimes it's a good idea if you could wet a towel and put it over your head as you crawl, help you also with the smoke. Once you're outside, go to your meeting place and send one person to call the fire department. If you cannot get to your meeting place, follow your family emergency communication plan. And that's my report for tonight, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I'm going to begin my report with my traffic safety rhetoric. I will continue doing this until we bring the speeding down in our town. Again, slow down on yellow, stop on red, and stop at stop signs. I've seen so many people blow through stop signs. Important that you follow the speed limit. It saves you, saves pedestrians, could save any other vehicle that you're going to encounter. And try to eliminate any distracted driving, such as a sandwich, such as a drink, such as texting, calling, and share the road. You know, today with e-scooters and all these e-bikes out there, you have to be very careful. That's where the speeding is so important, that you bring it down to that speed limit. And as the days get bigger, still, if it's 9 o'clock, check that you're home, the doors are locked, check that your vehicle doors are locked. It's important that you do that. And common sense, take anything that's visible out of your vehicle, whether it's in the driveway, whether it's parked in the street. And again, I'm going to offer our police department, they have a free prevention survey. You can call 908-851-5252, and they'll come out and assess your property and give you some pointers. I'd like to begin the body of my report by congratulating the 2024 Union County Middle School track champions. Both the boys and the girls won county titles at the middle school championship meet last week. That's amazing. This is a great, yeah, that deserves some applause. I heard it in the back. It's a great way to end a successful season of hard work. Congratulations again to our youth there. And join us this weekend as we kick off Pride Month with our annual Union Pride. It begins this Saturday, June 1st. Our flag raising begins at 1 p.m. in front of Town Hall, and the party in the park will run after that from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Russo Park, and that's across from Town Hall on Morris Avenue. Festivities at the park will include live entertainment and music, photo booth, giveaways, a beer garden, and more. If you'd like more details on that, you can go online or just check on unioncentersid.com for more information on that. Our 2024 Union Farmers Market season is almost here. This year, we're excited to welcome our new and returning vendors and continue hosting monthly market parties featuring inflatables, live music, and much more. Our market, located at Bear Temple Park, will be held from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and will feature 2 farmers plus over 20 vendors. For more vendor details, you can go on uniontwpfarmersmarket.com. And this next one is very touching and very important. Join us as we come together as a community in support of a local family. Our second annual Networking for a Cause is to benefit a 5-year-old Battle Hill preschool student and his 3-year-old sister who recently lost their mother to cancer. The event will take place on Wednesday, June the 12th, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Lagar Restaurant on Stuyvesant Avenue. Tickets are $35 per person. You can purchase these online via uniontownship.com. Hope to see many of you there to support this family in need. And save the date for our annual Juneteenth Festival. This wonderful afternoon of community celebration, music, food, art, and more will be held at Rapkin Park on Saturday, June 15th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Activities will include Mrs. T's face painting, a 360 photo booth, OMG Bubbles, and Paint Noir Art Lounge. For a complete list of table vendors, food trucks, and entertainment schedules, you can visit uniontownship.com or also follow our Facebook event page. And again, we encourage you to sign up for emergency and general notifications online at www.uniontownship.com, and these updates are also posted on Facebook at TWP Union NJ. That concludes my report. I open the meeting up to the public. Reminder, there's a 5-minute limit. Please state your name and your address. The microphone is open.
Hi, Les Gashler, 1291 Barbary Avenue, Union. First of all, aside from you, Mr. Mayor, I hope I'm not losing my hearing, but everyone is very low-toned. It's very difficult to really understand some of what you're saying back there when you're not even close to the microphone or whatever. So I encourage you, please. It's like here, I have to say that. The other thing is that I think everybody hopefully knows where Manny's Texas Wiener is. It's across the street from the Home Depot, Valley Street, and Springfield Avenue come together. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was there at breakfast, and what normally happens in that corner is there an accident. Ambulance come, police come, tow trucks come. I think the last time maybe 2 or 3 ambulances. Maybe about a week ago, again, I was in the area, another accident. Luckily, in this situation, there was no ambulances, there was nothing. I don't know whether it was a fender bender, whatever. But this situation has been ongoing for years, and I'm not blaming the people that may be running the light or doing anything. I have been blaming the light that is at that particular area. It's like here, it's the worst light that there is, because if you ever come down that road and you're really not on top of that light, you don't know whether you have a green light, a red light, or whatever light. Now, I brought this up a couple of years ago with Director Zeser, and he had told the DOT that, hey, we've had a lot of accidents here, blah, 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 and there was like a bad situation, and the DOT, as usual, they say, you're full of garbage, and it's like here, the lights are perfect. We analyzed it, everything is perfect, and apparently these lights are different places all the time. And I think the police department should know by now how many accidents have been at that particular light. I mean, they keep a record of it. One of these days, somebody's going to get killed. And this town is going to be sued like hell. DOT is going to be sued. And it's like here, you have something that's so preventable, and the DOT is turning a blind eye on this. And I'm not sure what pressure the police department can do, the township can do, but there's got to be some kind of analysis done at this particular light. You're probably having some of these big accidents probably once a month, I'm guessing. I don't know. But it's like here, everybody is, to me, grossly negligent in not addressing that situation. When you have an intersection that is constantly involved with accidents, you're taking, important people, ambulance, police, everybody, you're taking them there. And the people that are being shipped over to Overlook Hospital or whatever, they have some serious injuries. And it's like here, nobody seems to be recognizing the fact, and you can't blame, well, I didn't see the red light. You can't blame the drivers all the time. And it's like here, I guarantee you, if somebody would actually talk to some of these people that are in the hospital, it's like here, they're going to say they didn't see the light. And it's like here, I know whenever I'm going down that road, I am scared to go over there. I actually have to slow down, even though there's a car behind me, just to make sure that that light is green. And it's like and then I got to look at carefully as to what the cars are coming. Now, I'm familiar with that area, but there's a hell of a lot of other people that are not familiar or, quasi-familiar, and they're going right through. And that's when it happens. Then you get 3, 4, 5 cars involved in a major accident, one going this way, the other one going this way, and then somebody's going to get hurt. So I just want to tell my spiel again. I did it to Zeser a couple of years ago, and I'm telling it again. Something's got to be done, and I'm relying upon you guys, the police department, and whoever it is, to take some kind of action. It's like ridiculous.
Thank you, Mr. Geisler.
Mayor, could I comment to that? I agree with you. This has started a few years ago, not just there. They started installing these new lights, and some of them with the reflection, you can't see until you're right on top of it. You can't. We made a complaint to the DOT. We've got no response, really, because they're installing. I don't think they're going to uninstall, but those lights are terrible. They really are. Some of them you can see, some you actually can't see till you're right on top of it.
Mhm.
So I agree with you 100%. That's a very dangerous, not just there, all over where they're putting these new lights up. But they're
Right. Mhm.
installing them, and I guess that's their plan, to install these things, even though they're
But
dangerous.
that's where, again, I have no idea what the town can do, what the police department can do, or whatever, to push back on the DOT somewhere, somehow. I mean, we have we have the statistics here, I assume, that, annually we have 15 accidents or whatever. It's like here, there's got to be some kind of
We'll have
action
the
that can be
police
taken.
department look at that and use any muscle that we can as a municipality to pressure the state to reevaluate that intersection. Thank you.
Okay, I'll be back again next year and nothing will be done.
That's fine, Mr. Gadd.
All right, thank you.
Anyone else wishing to speak? Seeing none, a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good evening, everyone.